Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome on this fine Thursday afternoon to draw number 2 of the 2026 GNCC Kayser Memorial Mixed 5 and Under Bonspiel. That is a very long title, I know. But this is a 5 and Under event specifically designed for a mixed format. Mixed format, for those of you who might not know, are based on alternating genders. You must have 2 male identifying and 2 female identifying teammates, and you must alternate order. So you either play a male, female throwing lineup, or female, male throwing lineup. We'll have all 4 sheets in play and in action for today's for draw number 2 today. On this stream, on the BC stream, you will see the following teams. On sheet B, we'll have Potomac 3. Tanner and the Slackpackers from Potomac Curling Club. They'll be throwing yellow rocks, and they will have hammer, and they'll be up against a Schenectady team, the Guards of Death Valley. They'll be throwing red rocks without hammer. Beside them on sheet C, another Potomac team, Sailing Stones of Potomac, will be throwing yellow stones without the hammer. With hammer, and they will be up against a Schenectady team, the Grand Tetons, and they'll be throwing red rocks without hammer. Yeah. A lot of the commentary is going to be focusing on sheet B and sheet C. We do have another stream that is dedicated to sheet A and sheet D for those of you interested. On sheet A, we will have Fat Bear Sweeping, Team Albany, versus the Yost Might Be Curlers from Broomstones. On sheet D, you'll have another Albany team, Controlled Burn, will go up against Diamond State's The Grand Canyon. Those are going to be on sheet A and sheet D. We will be offering updates throughout the broadcast, through the live stream. However, a lot of the comments will be focusing on sheets B and sheet C. We do have an active chat room, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you feel like heckling me, my name is Rob if I do a great job, Jeff if I do a bad job, and on the technical side we have Ken Clark, but we'll be focusing our commentary on B and C. Ken?
Well, so unfortunately, nobody told me that they did a sheet swap, and so the titles on YouTube are wrong. I think I got them right here on the scoreboards now, but I need the colors again. So
let's check again. So on sheet B, you have it correct. On sheet C, you have it correct.
And what about sheet D?
Diamond State should be red. Diamond State is Grand Canyon. Yep.
And sheet A.
Yellow rocks is just thrown. That one's going to be tough because I don't see any notifiers.
They have the team has shirts, right?
Yeah, but I can't tell if it's. Now, customary to good streaming or good commentary for curling, we ignore lead rocks here. As a competitive lead, I feel offended, but at the same time, I need to stick with journalistic integrity. So you might not hear me make comments a lot on lead rocks. It's mainly for fun and games. But we are now currently finishing up seconds rocks here on sheet B, and it looks like we've got quite a few center guards. And we do have a yellow corner guard with a shot rock behind, but a beautiful throw here for red rocks to sit shot rock. And from my perspective, the gap between the red corner guard and the center guards is pretty big. You could make a play at it, but Tanner making a conservative good call here, doing the double peel on the center guards. They're not really helping them at the moment. So it'll just be a throw, a hit here. A hit here for Herrick on his last of this first end here. Just peel them out. On sheet C, we are currently on Vice's stones now. This is Potomac throwing their first Vice's stone here. They're sitting 2, but they're also not protected right now. So I believe this might be a draw behind that red center, that red corner guard here. It'll give them a better shot opportunity, a better shot rock. However, this looks a bit on the heavy side. It looks like it's going to sail through with like hack weight. And it'll be up to Schenectady. Looks like they're calling for full 12 is fine. Draw behind is acceptable. I think that was what I saw and interpreted from their broom bats. Ideally, I think Schenectady would do well to be shot rock behind their corner guard. And it looks like the Schenectady on sheet B just sailed through a little bit. So it looks like we have Schenectady versus Potomac on both sheets B and C. This is not going to be confusing to me at all. And if you heard my last broadcast, I have a tendency to be easily confused. Well, that was a 5 and under shot if I've ever seen one. A wick off of a corner guard that was protecting their second shot careens into the red shot rock on sheet B. Now yellow is sitting 1-2, well protected on a center guard. Should I already start a count of 5 and under shots? Because that was really good. Hey, Ken, did you figure out who was what color on A?
Yeah, I got that.
Great.
Had it
Sorry,
right
I was unhelpful over there.
now I'm trying to fix the names on the titles, so give me a few minutes here.
Take all the time you need, Ken Clark. All right, on sheet C, Sailing Stones of Potomac are sitting 1-2-3 right now. And looks like it might be a draw attempt behind the yellow that's sitting shot. So here we go, a green, I believe it's a skip here for Schenectady. On sheet C, just going to draw behind. On sheet B now, Tanner's Slackpackers are sitting 1-2. That red rock is a slightly dangerous one that was just on the top 12 because you can slash into that if need be, or you can tap and promote. So I think Tanner's debating on getting rid of it or guarding it, or even drawing behind to put pressure on. But I think the call right now is the guard weight, which I like it. Throwing the guard here is good. Get it, protect the 2 that you have. Unfortunately, by doing that, you are leaving your second shot open for a hit and roll, which if that's their call, go for it. Why not? All right. And the Vice for Tanner's Slackpackers. Amy is throwing their last for this end. On sheet C, the Schenectady draw behind, relatively successful. You got shot rock, but you can see about half from the hack here. So the skip for Sailing Stones, Tiyash, looks like with this line, it could very well be board to control weight. So it's just going to be a good hit, pick out the yellow, pick up the red and roll behind the yellows. You don't need to kill it with a lot of weight here. You do want to stick around. Over here on sheet B, it looks like the guard attempt was a bit heavy. It promoted the red to be second shot, and yellow for Potomac is sitting 1, 3, and 4 right now. And the hit attempt on sheet C over curled. The weight was good. You got the roll where they wanted to, but unfortunately you picked out your own yellow rather than the red. So on the one hand, that was the miss. That was a miss. We didn't really want to see that happen to anybody, but that was actually a pretty decent miss. You opened up an easier hit for the red later. If you're yellow, you do have hammer. So being able to get an easier hit attempt for your last was really good. You are sitting 2, 3, and 4, so you are having that pile, but it looks like Schenectady will be hitting and sticking to the yellow that's sitting second shot right now. So we're going to see Schenectady on sheet C throwing their last, while Schenectady on sheet B is throwing their first skips rocks here. And it looks like it's going to be a promote of the guard into the pile here. If they hit just right here for guards of Death Valley, you hit with good enough weight and angle, you're going to pop the yellow out and sit 1-3. So they get contact, but I don't think it's going to be enough weight to promote it where they want, but they are going to guard that path up there. So if you're Tanner, you've got your 1. Question is going to be, how do you get a multiple out of this? Because that red will be a headache for you later on down the road. And it looks like I was mistaken on the sheet C Schenectady shot. I thought it was a nose hit, but it turns out they just wanted to guard their shot rock, which I think was the right call also. So, Jamie, I want you to be prepared for something.
Oh, no.
Sheet B and Sheet C is Potomac versus Schenectady.
Yes.
So we actually have to be – I would prefer this other than, like, people calling themselves Yellowstones and throwing red.
They have non-colored names at least this time.
Yeah. Let's go. You confused? Okay, I want to know right now, who is Johnson 72393? I demand to know.
Is it one of the Johnsons that play here for
or it could be one of the Johnsons that are over at Bucks County, which is even worse. Or it could be one of the Johnsons that are everywhere else that knows who I am. So
it could be any of 72,393 Johnsons, according to the number there.
I do love the Let's Go Schenectady on sheet B and C. So covering your bases there. Oh, Steven from the Big Spiel. Oh, Steven. Great.
Big Spiel, Steven.
Somebody who actually knows me. Crap. Oh, this is looking good. Just keep going on the sweep there. Oh, there's a really good attempt for Tanner. At least it makes the red-yellow a little bit more complicated because you hang out a little bit, you lose a lot of weight off of your thrown stone because it'll careen into the yellow as well.
And we do have a Go Albany cheer on the other stream.
Go Albany. I mean, I got to say, Albany, in my opinion, Albany is winning team uniform. Like, that is a sharp hoodie. I like that hoodie.
We're talking, what's their team name?
Albany is the Controlled Burn, which is appropriate. Also, high marks for color coordinating, both a shoe for the skip and color and hair color for the vice. All right, so on sheet C, we're starting the second end. We'll be waiting for a score here shortly. On sheet B, Schenectady with their last. Looks like it's going to be a down weight hit into their red to pop out the yellow shot rock here. Sweepers aren't on it yet, and it's hanging a little on the wide side. Sweep called now for the line. It's going to stay a little bit on the high side, pop the yellow. All right. We're very sorry that we cannot provide yet more sports betting. However, I don't like sports betting, so I'm kind of glad. All right, so Tanner, having thrown a good attempt at a draw, his last throw will be throwing hammer here. Just get to T-line for your deuce here. And it looks like on sheet C, it was a steal of 1 for Schenectady on sheet C. So,
and sheet A.
Sheet A took a 5 spot. Red took 5 there. for Shih. Nicely done. I wish I would have had a chance to pay attention to that one. My bad.
Yeah, I was busy getting everything set up, but
I've been focusing on BC.
I'm finally with you here. It's a little tight when you got no time between draws, basically. So this is hammer on sheet B, so it just leaves yellow 1.
I'm very sorry, everybody. I needed to confirm that there is a Chris Mahoney doppelganger on the ice right now from Bucks County. He's not from Bucks County, but we do have a doppelganger out there.
So hammer on sheet D. I think they're trying to tap back their red. It doesn't look like it's got the weight to do anything.
It's going to come up a bit short.
Yep. Okay. So that's 1 red for Grand Canyon.
All right, and it was a single point for Tanner from Potomac. Tanner and the Slackpackers. I think he did this to me on purpose, just a tongue twister for the webcasters. Good job, Tanner.
They were one of the original We'll Take Yellowstone's teams and were shamed accordingly.
So, Jamie Bellefontaine.
Robert Young.
You're doing a great job with the organizing. How was the organization this year compared to other Bonspiels? Pretty easy to deal with this year with the being like the GNCC Kayser. Did you have any headaches?
This is straightforward.
Straightforward.
Except
Nice.
you got a lot of more teams than our usual Bonspiel here.
A lot of teams. A lot of good volunteers, though, so I can sit and...
You're also doing something really fun this year with a piece of technology. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Are we? I would love to talk about that. Melinda Carlson has acquired the juniors program of Smart Broom, which tells you the strength and frequency of your sweep.
This is something that is a handy tool for those of you who've ever had an opportunity to play around with the Smart Broom. It really helps you focus in on what you need to work on. Or if you're like me, who is an aggressive sweeper, you find out just how mediocre of a sweeper you actually are.
I remember that day. Do you happen to remember that number that you put down?
It was bad. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. So, we're doing the Jeff Greck Memorial Strongest Sweeper Competition. And it will be 2 days of using the Smart Broom with a rock. And then the final competition will be Not in My House. Hopefully emceed by said Jeff Greck on Sunday morning.
And for those of you who are wondering, it is Memorial with an asterisk. He is still with us.
He is still alive.
Also, Dion Ware says, Jamie Bellefontaine, the Can-Am champ?
Can-Am musical chairs
Is
champ,
it Ware or
you.
War? I think it's War, my bad. Yeah, it's War. I know Dion.
War. Yep,
Hey.
Dion's good people. Hi, Dion.
Dion used to do, if I remember correctly, he used to do club playdowns, men's club playdowns.
I believe
He didn't do it this past iteration because it was in Vegas, but I played against him a couple times when I was with Evo from Plainfield. So, Dion, it's nice to see you out there, bud.
And hopefully we'll see him next year in Vegas if we get invited back.
What's in Vegas next year?
Rumors of a Can-Am.
Oh,
rumors
cool.
of rumors of a Can-Am.
Well, Vegas wants to do all the Bonspiels, so Smart Broom. You know what? Ted, I actually agree with you. I think depending on the developmental stage you're at, the Smart Broom is either good or bad.
Technology can be a big crutch.
After so much time, if you figure out if you're a sweeper that puts a lot of pressure on the broom head, or a sweeper that puts a lot of broom head speed on, the Smart Broom can only help you so much, right? And that's what hurt me, is it made me feel like I was a very inferior sweeper because I didn't have enough broom head speed, but I got a lot of pressure.
If you're an overthinker, the Smart Broom can be a dangerous thing.
We did very poor. You didn't do very poorly at clubs, Dion. But hopefully you get a chance to play against you, Dion. That's the one thing I've been wanting to get back into men's club playdowns. So, all right, back to action here on sheets B and sheet C. Now that the lead rocks are no longer going, Jamie, I am intent on doing this proper TSN broadcasting where I ignore lead stones. As a lead, yeah, as do I.
Yeah.
But the one thing that we noticed, earlier on this ice is that this is really favoring throwers with a lot of rotation. So through this end, through this game, you might notice a lot of rocks will over curl. If you don't put a lot of rotation on our ice, and we've also touched up the rocks last week, you're going to see a lot of turns here. So the ice tends to favor throwers that have a good rotation, so like 3 or 4 rotations hog to hog. So for those of you who are well-versed in curling and you're wondering why everything's picking, it's just you're looking at people with maybe less rotation, and it will move a lot here. I will say that the one advantage right now with the fact that we've got Potomac versus Schenectady on both sheets is that Schenectady is red rocks on both sheets and Potomac is yellow rocks on both sheets. So there's the plus there. At least there's that. So on sheet B, we have Potomac sitting 1 top 8. They do not have hammer, but you put a center guard, which is what Tanner's calling right now. You stagger it, quite nicely, and it'll force Schenectady to have to waste 2 rocks to get rid of everything. On sheet C, yellow, Potomac has the hammer, and they are sitting 1 behind the T line though. So I think this is going to be a call for the Vice on saline stones to just tuck in behind that red. And it is also looking a little hot there too, so it just needs to come down and wait a bit.
All right, Melinda. Sorry.
Okay.
Mindy bringing the prizes for the strongest sweeper competition.
Oh, what are the prizes for the strongest sweeper competition?
We have a John Landsteiner signed broomhead.
I can't compete. Sorry, I really want, I'm a lead. I wanted, John Landsteiner stuff. Sorry.
A John Landsteiner signed USA Olympic curling gloves, and then a pair of Olympic curling mittens.
Yeah, but do we need to get something that's autographed by the one and only world's strongest sweeper, Jeff
Grech? I think we might be able to get Jeff Grech to sign those mittens.
What about that really wonderful, overly tight Monica Walker jersey that Jeff Grech likes to sport?
I think he's never going to part with that one.
Ooh, double.
That was
real nice double on sheet B here.
So it looks like that on sheet B, Schenectady is sitting 1, 2, and 3, possibly 3. I think there might be a biter bar instance that's going to happen over on the wings there, but
you can't even see that one on the screen.
You can't see it on the
overhead.
Yeah. You can see the shadow of it.
Yeah.
And we're already on Skip's rocks on sheet C. Sheet C is moving at a clip here. I like
Moving
that.
along.
They're not messing around.
Yep.
It looks like it's going to be a draw because it's wide open to control the top of the house on sheet C. Sweepers need to hold that line.
That's
it's looking pretty good.
I think we're past.
It's looking really good right now.
Here.
Good finish here.
There you go. Good switch.
And they are now sitting shot, possibly only showing, they're showing about a third for the pick out, but I think is enough. Tiyash never one to shy away from a pick out opportunity. So
Tiyash can make this.
Oh, of course. But I wonder what they're like. Yeah, they're going for the hit, and then flopping's good too.
Yeah, there's plenty of curl on that line. You can definitely get to it.
And if who has hammer? Yellow. Yeah, so she has hammer, so I don't think she hates to clear the guard if she's a little narrow.
Yep.
Well, if it's not going to clear the guard, it's going to jam.
Oh, that's fair. That does jam.
It'll be worse than a jam. The red possibly will roll onto and could very well be third shot.
Well, it's a good thing she won't miss.
Schenectady on sheet B looking a little hot. It's going to promote. It might slash their shot rock behind the guard. It's too much speed, though.
A little too much.
But they are sitting 3, possibly 4.
Yep.
But they don't have control of the top of the house. So Tanner's going to have an opportunity to sink one in behind that center guard.
So on sheet C, the hit attempt coming in is a little
They're
wide.
Pushing,
is it
they're
gonna
pushing,
get
they're
to
pushing,
it?
they're pushing. I think we're going to...
No. Takes out that biter in the back.
Yeah. And no hesitation, put up the guard. Well, it's early to tell, but the sheets that have needed to go to 8 have been on track this weekend.
Yeah. I like our statistical population of 1 to make that decision, but yes.
Yep. Hey, 100%.
And it looks like the vice for Tanner's and the Slackpackers just a hack weight throw there, so just needs to dial it down a bit. We did notice the last for draw 1, the adjustment on this ice. If you're not used to how fast the ice is, we've got a great ice crew here. The ice crew is typically what we have for our competitive leagues, our mixed doubles league and our cap league competitive league. If you're not used to how fast the adjustment is on the ice, everything's going to be sailing. And we saw from the last draw, the middle, like from N3 to N6, no one could throw a guard to save their lives. So
we also have a fairly aggressive schedule this weekend with 35 teams. So we are not running rocks, which if you're not used to playing without running rocks, throwing heavy to start and then watching the ice speed up is an adjustment that not everyone has to make. I'm a big fan of not running rocks. There's trade-offs.
Yeah, there's pros and cons.
Yep.
For me, as a sweeper, I love to sweep. I think I get a benefit from not having rocks run because I feel like it's more natural for me to see the how fast it goes and then the slow up. Yep. When you run the rocks, you run the risk of like killing a little bit of the pebble.
So over on sheet C, the excellent guard up. Tiyash thinks there's room between those 2 red rocks to do the direct hit. It's
there's room.
Really tight.
There's definitely room, but she needs to make sure that it's control weight. So,
I mean, if you get a tiny tick off the outer one, that could still work.
It's a pick for 1 here, so.
No, 2. If you stick.
Well, no, I said it's a pick for 1.
Right, yeah.
She needs. That's why I say control. So she needs to make sure to stick around. So
Yep.
Sweepers are already calling control up. They need to make sure it's hanging out there. Sarah's on it to hold the line, and it's looking like it's going to snap here soon. Holding that line out there, nicely swept by Sarah here. Right through, but will it sit down?
Nope, but she gets the 1.
She got the 1. Great sweep from Sarah there. And speaking of throws here, Tanner throwing a draw here for his first, and it just needs to come down a bit. Need to sweep it to not go through the goalposts. So it looks like Tanner ended up getting shot rock, but it's just touching back 8. Absolutely a hittable shot, but do they want to hit or do they want to try to clog the front? So if it's me, if I was Red Rocks, I would rather hit right now and force Tanner to do the same shot facing 4.
Mean, they have another rock. I wouldn't mind drawing in if you could get a red rock out, counting that, and save the hit for last.
Yeah, but if you leave it, if you try to do the draw path and you leave it on the if you're throwing your intern and you leave it high on the intern side, you're not going to get the hit opportunity. So on sheet C, we've got a tie ball game, 1 apiece. So Schenectady, Potomac, sheet C, 1-1. On sheet A, who's got Red Rocks? Red Rocks says use might be curlers with Broomstones. Yeah, Broomstones is up 5-0, and yellow is sitting 2 with Broomstones throwing their last on sheet A without a hammer. On sheet D, Slow Burn is getting ready to throw their first skip stones, facing 3 red. And here on sheet B, Schenectady throwing their last. Needs to be a draw. They found some fresh pebbles, so it's actually coming down a bit. The curl is nice, but it feels a little up too. But it's looking real good from here. It looks like it should be full 4. Oh, full 8. Nicely thrown.
I think you said that was the last red. They have
No, they have 1 more. Sorry.
Yeah.
So this is going to be Tanner's last for the second end here. And going through the options, you can do the hit. I personally like the draw through the port because you've got backing as long as you're back 4. But they're going to draw the exact same line that they saw earlier, which use that information that you've already seen. So looks like Tanner and the Slackpackers are going to be drawing for counter for the first shot. sheet A, hammer is being thrown by yellow rocks. So Fat Bear sweep. This is a chance for a deuce here on sheet A.
Looks a little light. Think they can get, the sweepers can get it there?
Lean on
Just
it.
got a
Lean-
touch.
that's a
Just got a
two-guard.
touch.
It's
Nope.
a two-guard.
All right. Yep.
Good try from the sweepers there, but it's a single for yellow on sheet A. And Diamond State, who are sitting 1, 2, and 3. Without hammer, the skip's going to throw their last. Believe the goal will be just 2.
So they.
I actually kind of like the idea of drawing in and be like 4, like counting 4 in the top 8. If you were slow burn on that sheet. On sheet B, it's over curling. Oh, so it over curled. So Schenectady is sitting shot with a wide open hit, but it'll be a wide open hit for. If you hit nose, it'll be for 2. The double, I don't think the double is there for a multiple because the way that the yellow, red are in the back of the house, I don't think the double is there. So unless you want to throw like parking lot weight, in all honesty, I just think you just need to throw back line, hit and roll, get your deuce.
You just don't want to. Well, I guess even if you doubled out the red and yellow together, you'd still be 1. So
Yeah. So on sheet B, Schenectady's guards, Death Valley. This is hammer on B. Just nice down weight hit on the yellow, roll over to get your deuce here.
calling for a guard
Sweeper-
double here.
Sweepers
on
are on
Shih.
it to hold. It needs to snap though. It's a little wide from my perspective. Yeah, hung it out a bit too wide there. So it looks like only a single for red there.
Ties it up. So
1-1-1-1 for the Potomac versus, but they're taking a look at the back just to be on the safe side. Again, I could be wrong. I'm very good at being wrong here.
however, on sheet D, we are a hammer, so it's yeah.
I believe they're going to go for the measure. Oh, they're not measuring.
Sheet D hammer trying to hit. Oh, it's over curling and crashing.
We did get confirmation that it was just a single for red on B.
And do they tap another one? Oh no, they tapped a 5th red one in on sheet D. So steal of 5. That was hammer, right? Yes.
That was hammer. That's a steal of 5. So apparently our edge sheets like to go for a mitt full, while our interior sheets do not want to get more than 1. Did you put the asterisk? There you go. All right, so looking at the comments in the warm room, we run rocks at Spiels in some leagues, only at the time. Yeah, run rocks, it's an opinion. I'm mostly in favor of it, but like, I kind of like having a little bit of a stiffer ice to start as a sweeper, mainly because I oversweep everything anyway. So if I could maybe if I could start with a little bit thicker ice, I'm not accidentally oversweeping everything. Oh. Good attempt from we're already on Vice's rocks. Wow, on sheet C, that was a good attempt at the hit for Potomac to try to pop out that red that's sitting back 8, but it just over curled into the guard. So,
Oh, just that beautiful double hit and roll on sheet A.
And speaking of hits, it looks like Schenectady hitting the shot yellow because it's sitting half 12, so it's a hittable rock. Calling on the sweep. It's really curling a lot. Inside out on this ice has been curling a lot lately, but I think they're going to get contact and roll. Yep. So just as a reminder to everyone, while you're watching this bonspiel, our next bonspiel here at the Potomac Curly Club will be the Cherry Blossom. The Cherry Blossom bonspiel will be on the third weekend of March. We are going to be changing our format from pool play back to a single bracket. So 32 team maximum bracket play. We want to have you come and join us. So if you're interested in joining us right at the start of spring, hopefully all the ice that fell this past weekend will thaw out and we'll get some cherry blossoms blooming in the middle of March. We want you to come out and join us. So please take a look at our website at curldc.org for more information. Also take a look at our social media for more information. But again, Cherry Blossom, third weekend of March. We're happy to have you. All right, so on sheet B and sheet C, it looks like everyone's really favoring the outturn side of the ice right now. Not really a lot of guards, really tight guards, if anything. But they're covering both B and C are covering the 12-foot ring in the edges. So not really great guards, but you can use them. Schenectady on sheet C looking to possibly draw one in, have control of the top of the house, rather than just guard something in the back of the house. But it looks a little up. It might end up being like back 8. Oh, just T-line weight. All right. So nicely thrown for Schenectady on sheet C to sit 1-2. On sheet B, Schenectady threw a center guard here. So 2 guards in play. Nothing really in the house on sheet B. Question for Tanner, yeah, draw behind the corner guard, draw behind the center guard. Looks like they're going to do the draw behind the corner guard. I always am a big fan of people who have a corner guard and want to use a corner guard. I love it. It makes me happy. Brings me to tears when I see people with the corner guard use it. Unfortunately, the draw attempt ended up being a very high guard, and it might be hogged. Yep. A little too light there on that attempt. And it gives Schenectady on sheet B an opportunity to draw behind their center guard. Sheet C, it looks like it's going to be the skip for Potomac. Tiyash is first. Without hammer, it's going to be possibly a hit and roll, but it looks a bit wide.
I think they'll get one. Oh, well, they touched one.
They touched one, yes. And Schenectady does have hammer here on. They have hammer on sheet C. So do they do the guard now, or do they probably put a counter in? Looks like they're going for the. I thought it would look like we were going for the corner guard, but I also saw a broom tap to top 8. So personally, if you're going to make a play to the center line, I actually don't hate the top 8. Sit a third shot in, make it hard for the double, force the opposition to draw behind it. I love top 8 here on the center line. I could be the only person that likes that, but that's just me. Sheet B looks like it's a return to the draw behind the center guard. Kick looks a little bit better. Sweepers are on it for line, on and off. Looks a bit deep. Yeah, it's right through. That's like space weight. For those of you who might not know, space weight is typically what they call weight past the back line, but before the hack. So I think that might be a Team Dunham original too. I think that was Team Dunham started using in space weight a few years ago. I could be very wrong there.
Can't say that I've heard it.
I've only ever heard Dunham use it during nationals, so I've liked it. We're in Vice's rocks now on sheet B. Looks like there's another attempt at the draw behind the center guard. And on sheet C now, it will be Potomac's last without hammer. They are facing 3 counters from Schenectady. However, the double attempt that Tiyash attempted earlier is still viable. They can hit nose and just flop behind. So you could get the double and a really good flop behind, but you could also draw as well. But drawing against counters, it's all about confidence here. So it looks like that's going to be the call. That looks like draw line for certain. Get to the pin.
Maybe a heavy draw, bump the red back.
Heavy draw, bump the red back is a good plan B. You don't want to be light here.
So last yellow. I mean, I like the heavy draw, bump the red back a few inches, use it for backing.
My only issue with that, if you do that, you do run the risk of leaving your yellow wide open for a pick for 4.
Yep, well, so, probably only 3, but yeah.
Well, no, it depends on how open the yellow is, though.
Yep.
It depends on how open it is. But if there's anything that you learn from 5 and under, especially with these 4 teams these 4 sheets right now, you could easily get a bundle back, right? Like you already saw a steal a 5, you already saw a get a 5, so you're never out in 5 and under if you're down 4 or 5 or 6.
All right, so here's Tiyash's throw. So far looking pretty good.
It's a little tight, though. They need to make sure they hold that line out there.
They're holding it. If anything, it's wide.
It's looking good. Elvis coming out to help for some distance there.
Oh, here you go. They're around.
But it's going to come down a bit.
Oh, it's like counting
They're sitting second shot.
And hard. Oh, they can. Yeah, you lose the shooter if
no,
you
you
don't.
It out. You just need control. You need to control and need to hit a third of it, and you keep the shooter around. So this is going to be you don't even need to kill it with control. You could do hack. Hack gets rid of it, and you sit your 4.
You don't even need to get it completely out of the rings. You could get 3 if you.
You kind of do though if you've got that top there. So.
But I mean, 3 is better than.
3 is better than 1.
Well, I guess it's 3 is either way. If you chip it out, you get 3. If you don't hit it quite hard enough to count that biter, you get 3. So yep, need that.
And I'm also afraid of being up here because if you're up here, you saw what Tiyash's did 2 stones ago, which it hung out a bit. You do run the risk of popping your red shot rock out. So it's better to be a down weight hit than big up. All right. Hammer being thrown on sheet C by Schenectady. The goal here, down weight hit, pop the yellow out, get your 4. Sweeper is on it. Looks like it's just a clean though. Calling for the
sweep. Got to move just a little bit. Oh.
Yep. So this is interesting. It was the same thing that we saw with Tiyash's hit weight earlier, which was it hangs out on that. The weight looked really good.
Weight was right on.
I even think the line was he was on broom, but it just floats out there just a little bit. So
they were sweeping that pretty aggressively. And
it was more of a clean until like the hog line. Then it was an aggressive sweep. So
if you needed to move.
Yep. But it was I believe a single for Schenectady. So. No one wants a deuce.
Good game on the Schenectady's versus Potomac's sheets.
And going to sheet B now, we are getting ready to throw Schenectady's first skips rock here. It looks like the call, as I saw as the skip was talking to the sweepers, they just want to hook it in to sit top 4 buried behind the stagger guards. Tanner for the Slackpackers currently sitting 1, but it's back 8, so find your draw weight, find the line here.
I'm curious how this rock curls.
And we're going to switch over to our sideline reporting for sheets A and D. Ken, how's everything looking on A and D?
Well, they're both starting skip rocks. I think the A's are like one rock ahead. They got their first skip rock, but yeah, they're both interesting ends. Hard to describe in words. So hey, look at the pictures.
That was the best. That was the best punt I could ever imagine. Why do you need me to say it? Just look at the screen, everyone. Jeez.
Oh, nice draw.
This rock coming in very nicely.
And there's that finish is real nice. So
yeah.
even if it is just behind the tee line, good finish over Barry behind.
And that cleared those guards with at least a broom head to spare.
Yep.
So there's room to get in there.
I think it's like impossible for yellow to score more than one here, I believe.
Where?
On sheet B? Oh, no, they have 2 rocks
they
left.
got 2 rocks left.
Yeah, this is going to be Tanner's first. I don't. Oh, Tanner. No, Tanner. No. I don't like this.
So your thought here, Rob, is
follow
it down.
the exact same
you
line.
You just saw the line. You just saw the weight.
If you don't do it, he's going to do the exact same thing again.
And he's going to come up right on point.
This is
He's
definitely.
also got a solid foot on the right side to get to the button that he does not have on the left here.
I want to be wrong here. I want to hope. I hope that he
100%.
knows what this is going to do. But if this is a miss, you just give Schenectady an opportunity to do the exact same shot again.
And you're looking to steal a multiple.
Yeah. Are we still on Leeds Rocks on C?
We are. We're waiting for the second leads.
Okay. So we're going to keep ignoring C then.
Let me talk to you about Montana Steak Grill.
Wow, that
real
thing drifted. See?
Yeah.
And that looks like it might have been out of bounds.
No, looking at the monitor, it was just in. But
wow.
Yeah. That went out and stayed out.
I'm surprised there was even any curl. It came back about a rock. No surprise.
Yeah.
All right. And Schenectady doing the exact same shot they just threw last time. They just need 4 feet less to be top 4.
Yeah. And that puts Tanner into an awkward position.
Yep. So switching over to sheet C, now that we can actually talk about sheet C, Potomac is sitting one behind, not fully behind the center guard, enough space that the second for Schenectady can actually do like a nice downweight hit. But it looks a little up. It might be like control weight. Needs to curl a bit to get contact on that shot rock for the yellow shot rock. And it's looking like it's moving enough.
That yellow.
They've got contact and a good roll.
Touch, yeah.
Nicely
room for green
thrown.
to sweep that. Strong sweeper on the skip.
But I believe
nice rock.
I believe red is sitting 1-2 right now.
Can we
on
see that
sheet
on
C.
the overhead?
It's tight.
Yeah.
I think there's more red on the back right,
Yep.
than yellow on the back left.
All right. Tanner looking for the same draw.
Nicely thrown by Schenectady to force a single here. Never give the same shot twice.
I thought that was the hardest shot in curling.
Make them make it, though. That's the thing. Make them make it, because if they do, then props to them.
Good peel. When in doubt, peel.
So
Dion giving a compliment out to the skip for Schenectady on B. That was a great draw.
Sheet A, yellow hammer. That's sheet A, red hammer. They're looking at hitting that yellow, chipping that yellow out to sit 4 if the shooter sticks around.
And it's looking decent.
If they can hold that sweep, and
they're looking
can.
good. This needs to curl. Little
got
up.
the
Oh, it was
yellow.
just it was too much weight, but they got
Okay.
3.
I will take a 3
Yep.
all day on that.
Nicely done. They're commanding 8-1 lead.
Herrick sweeping this hard. If he can get this around.
Now finish.
Hard.
Now finish. Come on.
Team sweep. Almost. Good attempt by Tanner.
So we got ourselves a multiple finally on sheet B, but unfortunately that would be a steal of 2 favoring Red Rock. So that'll be a 3-1 lead for Schenectady going into the 4th end on sheet B.
Slackpackers can take their deuce with hammer and keep the game close.
So we'll sheet D hammer. Looks
Wicky whack?
yeah, yellow. I think they're trying to run back the yellow 4-foot biter to hit into the red. That's my guess.
I think that's really their. I mean, that's really their only option from the angles here on sheet D. If you're ever
nice.
wide, it's roll, but like it looks like it's a note, but it's over curling a mile already. Yep. So crashes on the guard, and unfortunately, also gives a point. That looks like a steal of 3 for red.
It sure does.
Yep.
It's like the previous end, I think they also bumped in an extra red. So
Grand
not doing
Canyon,
well.
not just a team name, but a insurmountable lead for Diamond State, possibly 9-0 after 3 ends. Do you see what I did there? Great pun. Great pun.
That's what curling's all about, the puns. We're not here for the rocks.
Who cares about expert commentary when I can make a joke or a pun?
Oh, is there expert commentary coming today?
No.
Good. This is
We
more
don't
fun.
do. This is 5 and under curling. We're not about
the
expert
commentary reflects. Yeah.
I'd be happy if I was a mind reader figuring out, oh, I don't remember doing anything like this in 5 and under curling, even though I did exactly this in 5 and under curling. All right, on sheet C, looks like we've got red sitting 1 and 3. Tiyash happy just to hit and roll.
On sheet B, Tanner is asking Lisa to try to double here, or at least get one or the other.
We don't acknowledge what leads are doing.
Ah,
Oh, wait, we're on seconds. Never, no,
no, she's
we're on
lead.
leads. We don't acknowledge leads, Ken.
Even if it's a double.
We don't acknowledge lead throws.
Looks a little wide anyway.
We're operating under journalistic integrity. We ignore lead stones while there's a commercial break. I do too. But journalistic integrity, somebody's going to have it, right? I've just been told by a Schenectady lead that they take offense to that, to which I replied, me too, but I got to maintain journalistic integrity.
You know, it's not quite true. On those leads, we talk about them sweeping the other rocks a lot and what a wonderful job they're doing sweeping the rocks.
So we don't completely ignore you, but your throws mean nothing to us. Yes, you see, we finally figured out a U5 lead that knows the rules. It doesn't matter what you throw. What matters is you sweep 6 other rocks, okay? So we're at skips stones already on sheet C. And the idea here is to draw behind, but wow, if I'm not mistaken, that thing started to break real early and curl. That thing's curling a lot. Possibly I was wrong for the draw attempt. It might be a guard, but that looked like it curled real early and put on some breaks. So if you're Tiyash right now, it gets a jaw. It has to be the draw. You have hammer here. So they're going to draw behind. And on sheet, we can finally start talking about sheet B now.
Oh, are the
On sheet
lead
B,
stones in play?
Yeah, lead stones are done. Did you hear I've offended one of the skips, one of the leads on Schenectady?
That didn't take long.
Well, they're like, I told them about my journalistic integrity thing, and they're like, I don't like that. I'm like, dude, it's broadcast. What are you gonna do? You're not here to throw. You're here to sweep 6 rocks. Okay.
Call the FCC.
I'm just here to make jokes, right?
This is color commentary.
This color, right?
We're trying the 3-color commentary, no analysis.
I tried to do analysis. I tried.
I would say I would say to all of the folks out on the ice right now who are watching afterwards, if Rob suggests something, it's worth heeding.
So right now, I really like the call here on sheet B for the draw on the easy double, because those 2 reds are lined up nicely. So they really need to make sure just covering any angle, any like portion of the lead red is good here. And they managed to find, like, it doesn't curl as much when you go into the wings.
It finished a bit. Though.
Finished a bit. You're sitting 3. The triple, air quotes, the triple is there. But is it a good triple? If you hit it right, yeah, but
yeah.
The problem with the triple with lined up like this is always going to be not what happens to the first or the last rock. It's the middle rock that's the headache.
Yeah. I think if you remove 2 of 3 rocks in play, you're net to the good in this case.
Yeah, but it depends on what the middle one does.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm worried about, because if it stays behind the guard that you leave behind.
A little down, but it should chip the red and spill itself on.
And stay with it. Stay with it to get behind the corner guard.
Yeah, it's going to make it. Good.
So
that's their second point.
They're not, and Schenectady's not going to make a play at it. You have the hammer. You've got a counter somewhere.
Yep.
They're going to throw. Yeah, I like this.
Keep play to the middle.
On sheet C now, we've got Red Rock's final throw here.
This looks good. This will
just needs to come. It just needs to curl a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little up, so just there's that snap, but makes contact but rolls away.
Good throw, and I think a lot of the teams here are just still learning in the 3rd end, 4th end the nuance.
So here's the headache that I have right now.
Mm.
When you take a look at the top down on sheet C, if you nose hit that back red, are you nose hitting for 3 yellow or 2 yellow?
Nobody knows.
Just 2.
Are they certain? Did they already look at the backers? Because a draw for 2 is great. You get your multiple. Don't even need to think about it.
But going for 3, open hit for 3, I would take.
Yeah, I think Tiyash is going to do the draw because you just need to touch white to get your deuce. And we are on Vice's stones now on sheet B. Looks like it's going to be an attempt at the hit. So just over. It just was wide out of hand here. It's going to probably end up getting on that red guard. Might over curl and slash into that yellow on the wings. Nope, it's going to miss that too. All right. So red gets an opportunity to regard those 2 shot rocks. And on sheet B, sweepers are on it for weight.
Going for the back one.
I wonder if that was the call the entire time.
Well, they got rid of the back one, but I think still pretty sure that red is out kind of yellow. Red biter is out kind of the yellow biter.
Okay, so it is just the 2. So
yeah.
I am very glad both those Vices double checked those back 2, because I didn't see anybody looking at that earlier before the pre-shot routine. So the fact that they just double checked, I appreciate. So we finally got a deuce on the board on sheet C, favored yellow rock. So after 4 ends of play on sheet C, Potomac takes a 3-2 lead over Schenectady. So we really got a battle of Potomac versus Schenectady on B and C here. Looking at the other sheets, sheet A, we have a 8-1 score after 3 ends. We're on the 4th end right now. Red is sitting 1 and 2 without any guards in play. On D, we've got a 9-0 lead favoring Red Rocks, but yellow sitting 1-2 and is going to get a nice draw behind a red guard. Nicely thrown there. All right, so Schenectady on Shih B, just content on guarding. Actually, drawing behind the center guard is really great for them right now. Even full 8, like I love full 8 right behind that red guard. Top 4, I don't know. I don't really like going that deep because that's still susceptible to like a hack hit. But like full 8, you're sitting 1, 2, 3, really is going to be a headache for Yellow Rocks. And I'm waiting to see if anybody in the chat tells me I'm wrong. I love that Brian did follow the U5 rule, which is triple is there. You call the triple. Doubt Peacock will show any lead stone during the Olympics either. And the announcer makes it so exciting. Hey! Who said that? John Hale? Oh, God. John Hale giving me a compliment? Jeez. I should take back all the mean things I said about John Hale all the time. I won't do it, but I'll think about it. All right, sweepers. The sweepers were content just leaving it be, but on Shih B, it found some fresh pebbles. Started to curl a lot. It needs to be full 12. Try to get to touching 8 would be great too, but Schenectady sitting 1, 2, possibly 3. That might actually be out counting that yellow in the wings on Shih B. And we are still on leads rocks on C, so nothing going on C just yet. All right, taking a look at other sheets right now. Sheet A, red is sitting 1, 2, 3 with action all behind the T line. And it looks like it is yellow's first. Believe the call here is probably going to be drawing into that the back 2 reds frozen. While on sheet D, yellow is sitting 1 and 3 behind some coverage. And red about ready to throw their first skip stones here. Looks like this will be an attempt to draw behind that high yellow guard, or that tight 3 yellow guard, sorry. And now we're on seconds rocks on sheet C, which means we can talk about sheet C right now. Nice double guard there on the center line for yellow rocks, for Potomac on sheet C. Sarah being asked us to draw behind. Again, it is better to be top 8 than it is to be back 4 in this scenario here.
On sheet B, Tanner's draw looks a bit heavy.
Yeah, that looks like it's gonna.
Is it?
It's gonna find the kick path, so it'll be 1. Oh.
Yeah.
It's
maybe.
possibly 1. Yeah.
I finally found my glasses. Now I can watch the game.
You could have watched the game without your glasses. It would have been awkward, but you still could have.
Well, you know.
Yeah, yellow with the shot there on
Hey,
sheet B.
hold on. Let's see how bad the differences are.
Wow, I suddenly feel smug and self-assured.
Holy cow, my man. You don't need these.
Christy does the same.
So on sheet B, it'll be I think it's just maybe a slightly heavy draw. Try to move that yellow a little bit.
You don't even, honestly, you don't even need to do that. Just sit full 4.
Because if this is hammer though on sheet B, isn't it?
It's certain.
No,
there's a
last
yellow
red,
rock
last
left.
red, okay.
Yeah, so for red, you just need to sit control of the top 4.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even like going down to that back yellow because you give them access to the button.
I don't hit a force here. Even if you're not out counting, give him nothing to draw to.
With all that, with at least 1 counter, I'd still control the top 4.
Yeah.
I don't want to give my opposition momentum. This is U5. Momentum is scary.
Yeah, that's fair.
That looks nice. Come on.
Needs to hang
guard.
out. It's going to clip.
That's too late.
Oh,
That was a good try, though.
Yep.
It blocks the draw path, so
Yep.
Yeah,
net
nice.
positive on that.
Yep. Tanner has the draw to the edge.
And the draw's
Yeah, and
a
he's
little
looking
tough.
for
It's
it.
there though. Yeah.
You got to clear that guard on the right, right?
I mean, technically, the slash quad is there.
What do you think? You think it's going to go for it?
Tanner? Absolutely not. Tanner is far too smart for that.
What we need here are some arrows.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
Yeah?
Let's see.
How does that /4 work, Rob? Oh, right.
Sorry.
We have arrows.
No, I'm sorry. On sheet D, a rock ricocheted off the board and into a sitting rock. Jamie, I saw it. The yellow bounced off and hit the red. Whoa, why are they taking the red out?
Maybe there was more that you didn't see.
All right. All Tanner needs here is to find full 4, and I think it's there. New line, so it's going to be fresh pebble. He is allowed to be a little up here because that fresh pebble might take him down here a little bit.
Yeah.
So just find full 4 here.
Give it a strong finish.
It is there.
Curl right in.
Yep.
I've seen him make this.
Oh, absolutely. This should tell you
looks
how
good.
impressive Sheet C is. Sheet C is already on Vice's stones. Like, I knew this Tiyash's team. They play together.
They play
play quick.
Yeah.
But the fact that also Schenectady is also that quick, I'm impressed by.
That's a little narrow.
Real narrow. It's already
Oh, they're just
wrecking
trying
and
to keep it
tapping.
from raising for another point, which they don't get.
Yeah.
Okay, force a 1.
So is it a 4-1? I don't really know.
It's.
They're checking right now.
It's clearly yellow.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna not trust my eyesight because apparently Jamie made a comment about how I'm blind.
No, I didn't say anything about blind.
Oh, I'm
I
also,
said I felt
I'm
smug
farsighted.
and self-assured.
Well, that's the same thing. I'm farsighted. I read without my glasses all the time.
Okay.
So, which I think is most important because I saw that Twilight Zone episode. So if I was the only person alive, I want to be able to read the books.
But then
okay?
your eyeballs would fall out, which is the Futurama episode.
There we go.
Yeah. Or Simpsons.
All right, so focusing our attention on actually calling it game here.
Oh, there's
Sheet
curling
C.
going on.
It was really wide out for red, but that's some
Look at that
motion.
cut.
That's
Look
some
at that
curl
cut.
on that. How
That
did?
looks, I don't want to say a pick, but that could very well be the light handle.
No, that's both. I don't think that was a pick, but I do think it was a light handle.
Yeah.
You found the fresh pebble, and it did seem a little up on the kick. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
All right. So
Yellow hammer on sheet D. Just a draw for
right.
2. Let's try to get on the board here.
Looking a little down, so yeah, I think one of our Jeff Grech Memorial Strongest Sweeper challengers carrying that rock. Oh, maybe a little overcooked. Will that slow down enough?
Yep. I think they got it.
That'll
Got
bite.
that too. All right.
And the sweeper goes, sorry, Skip.
And
Nicely
control
done.
burn goes on the
Nicely done.
board.
we got a moral victory at least on sheet D now.
Yep.
They've got their deuce.
Yep.
Oh, great sweep by Ezra on sheet C
Beauty.
to hold that. So now they're sitting 3, nicely swept.
And there is something to say about if you're going to lose a game in a weekend, lose it first. What are we looking at?
So one of my pet peeves as a curler
Oh.
is metal on the ice. So the metal Cobra
Yeah.
are for people that are really low in the stance and they hold their brooms. I now see that there's the Teflon alternative.
Yeah.
Schenectady has it. I love it.
Yep.
I love it so much. # no metal on the ice.
What are you talking about?
So if you take a look at the vise of Schenectady on sheet B, she's got
She
the
just-
contraption on the end of her, like it looks like a gripper or whatever. It allows her to be very low. It's basically a Cobra
Okay.
that allows people to be very low when they hold the broom down. The alternative is a metal piece. If you played against, there's a
Bill
guy
England.
on Pizza League who's got that metal thing on his. You don't want metal on the ice because the minute it comes off the ice for half of a second, it warms up and it starts melting the ice again.
Ah.
So that's a Teflon Cobra. I love it.
It's also quieter.
Yes.
Those metal ones tend to rattle and make noise.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tanner looks like he's calling just the downweight hit on that guard. No, he clearly can't be. This shot is a little.
Yellow, red's in the house. He can hit the red.
Are they? Are
Yeah,
they
they're
in
in.
the house? Okay.
Yeah, they're in.
Oh, then yeah, he's going after it. Looked like a guard from here.
So Tiyash, yellow rocks on sheet C. They're sitting 3. But the fact that everything's behind the T line, you can't protect everything. So I'm wondering if she's going to end up trying to either full 12 on the center line or guard the center line and force Schenectady on the wider path.
Yeah. Or even just drop it in under, get to the 4 foot under those guards.
I
Sit
don't.
2 on the 4.
I don't like that because if you do that, because the yellow is the back is behind the
backing.
T line, you run the you can still inside out hit or slash the red in.
Yeah.
So I would prefer to protect what you've got at max top 12. Because if it hangs out, you run the risk of tapping their red, right?
It's the tap of the red I'm concerned with. And red flashing that hit, Schenectady flashing that hit on sheet B. All right.
That looks
Hard
deep.
call.
That's top 8.
She's calling
Nope,
hard
I
for
lied.
the push. And that's going to
Top
stay
8.
high. Top 8, top 4. Right there.
I'm doing really good at calling weights from the warm room. I'm
It's easier.
shocked.
It's easier.
The only issue I have with this is now you still see inside out like an intern hit on the shot rock.
Yep. It's there. In a U5, sitting 4 and daring you to miss is a little more valid than it might be in Cap League.
Well, no, but the thing here, though, is that there are 2 misses here that are good.
Yep.
You clip the one that she just threw.
Yep.
You're going to roll over.
Yep.
Or you clip your own red. Now it's wide open for you. She can't guard
And
everything.
she can't guard everything. Yep.
So this is technically a low-risk miss here, right?
Target-rich environment for
Yes.
T-Tons.
And which, for a U5, you want a target-rich environment.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep. Lots of plans B.
Yes.
Or plan Bs, however you
No, I like
that.
plans B.
Plans
It's
B.
very French. It's like Cole's de sac, not cul de sacs.
Knights errant, yes.
One of my favorite bits from Gilmore Girls will always be Cole's de sac versus cul de sacs.
Because
I learned something from that too. I'm like, really? Wait, is it really Cole's de sac? Yes.
It is Cole's de sac.
As somebody who is French Canadian.
Yeah, Anglo, but
Anglo.
French.
So
Speaking
see hit. It's going to hit the
So
red.
here's that plan B to split it open. Yeah.
And this is my thing was also you didn't really need to kill it with that much weight, right?
No.
Because and this is again, I think this is that wisdom versus intelligence thing that you don't
Yeah.
get from U5s.
Yep.
Intellectually, you know what the shot is,
Yep.
but the wisdom is be a down weight hit because those things will pile up
Yep.
like a board weight. My favorite shot will always be hack.
Yep.
Because you could still be annoying
Yep.
with hack hits.
And even if you don't quite get it out of the house, pushing it to the back as a biter and having your rock as, oh, I've got to check people in, excuse me.
So he finished. He didn't even finish that thought yet. I'm not even going to pretend to finish that thought for him. Everyone will just have to be sitting in anticipation for what he had to finish. Trying to sweep for curl to get contact, but it also might be a really nice draw here too. But no, looks like it's just hack weight through here on sheet B for Slackpackers.
So sheet C continues to be moving at a good clip. It's the last yellow rock here.
So I wonder if the call is just line it up with what she just threw, but that kick is so light, that looks like a guard.
Yeah, guard the draw path, maybe biting 12.
I mean, to be honest with you, if I was yellow, I love biting 12. Force the draw after sitting 5 is, but yeah, this looks like a 2 guard.
Yep.
I push.
All right. That's pretty nice. Yep. Forces
Yep.
a draw to 1.
And they can be a little heavy here. All right, on sheet B, it looks like it's going to be a peel of the corner guard. If you get some curl on it, you might be able to get both yellows going here. So this is Kevin on Guards of Death Valley, getting rid of the guard. Seems counterintuitive with their team name, but what are you going to do? Looks like they're going to make contact. Are they going to get both, though? There's one. Almost had it. So good try. And the nice thing is red does have hammer here, so it gives them a corner guard to work with, which is nice. Yellow is still sitting shot rock, and I think they'll be happy to guard that up.
right, red hammer on sheet C, just a draw.
Oh, it's real light. That needs to be on. Y'all need to be on that, please and thank you. Be on that, please and thank you. It's looking good.
That clears the guard out. It's close. Oh,
Stay on it, please and thank you. Stay on it, please and thank you. Stay
Got
on
it.
it, please and thank
Hard
you.
as it goes.
Hard, fellas. Hard. Oh,
Well, out counted 2 of the yellows.
it's a steal of 2 for yellow. Not really a scenario to pull the string on that one. You had that backing, so I'm absolutely certain that that Matt will definitely want that one back. So after 5 ends of play, Potomac Sailing Stones is up 5-2. It is still a tight game here. That 3-point swing can easily come back in this event here. So, gonna brush this one off. Make sure you have a successful 6th end here. You have plenty of time for 8 ends too. They're moving at a clip here. So, definitely a fun game to watch on sheet C. So is sheet B. Looks like it's gonna be a hit here. They don't need to move it as much, but they are going to move and sit 2.
Yeah, nice roll. Yeah.
And the double is actually not easy there. If you even go for the double, you're losing your shooter here. So draw behind the stagger is the current call for Tanner right now. He saw the line 2 ends ago. This is the way that they were throwing it on the 3rd end.
Yep. I mean, it doesn't have hammer, so getting a rock, if he
Yeah,
really gets a rock where he wants it, it's great.
Getting the rock behind the stagger is ideal here. So I believe this is Amy throwing
Yep, it's not Lisa.
her last.
Must be Amy.
Sweepers are on it. They're not on it hard. Yeah, they're coming close on and off. They don't know about the weight, but it does seem light to me. There's the curl, so that once the curl happens, it breaks a lot. And I think she might squeak by. Nope, it's over curling onto it. So just a guard weight there.
Well, still piling up another guard isn't bad for them if they really do get their next rock back there.
Yeah, but the problem is though that now you give Schenectady an easy draw behind the corner guard that you have to make a play on.
Yep.
All right, and now we are on 2nd stones here on sheet C. And calling for the draw behind the corner guard. Oh, I lied. They're still on leads rocks. We have to ignore them. All right, so Tanner is sitting, they're not sitting anything right now. They just have a guard, and Red Rocks for Schenectady are sitting 1-2. Guarding the corner path on the out turn side, Tanner, he loves that edge of 12 in-turn draw. Let's see him do it. Anything in the house would be really good here. So, was that a pick on C or was that just a tap?
It tapped it, but it didn't move up.
Okay. How are we doing in the chat room? Anything going on? Anything crazy happening? Are they making fun of me yet? Again, which is fine. I'm always for engagement.
Nope, nothing new.
Uh,
Right.
double peacock, yeah. Double, no, yep. So John Hale complimented me, which really killed the environment in the chat room. This is looking good from Tanner. They just need to make sure they stay brooms on it. Oh, they need to stay. That they just needed to sweep it a little bit. They're sitting shot rock, but if they would have swept that just a little bit, it would have cleared that guard. Nice attempt from Tanner there. They are sitting shot rock though, so.
So I guess if you're red, you'd like to hit and roll a little bit so that yellow couldn't get. Oh no, this is hammer.
No,
this is not hammer. No,
this
sorry.
is not hammer. But if I was Schenectady, I would hit and stick. I don't even want to roll.
I'd like to roll an inch or two because
Where?
just to block the draw path a little bit more in that direction.
No, but where's the roll?
Oh.
Roll in?
Because roll in.
Because if you roll in, you still got a draw path this way.
Yeah.
The nose hitting that yellow is the best to protect the draw path. Because you're either forcing them out further or you're going to make them hit and roll.
Yep. Yeah.
I would prefer, if I was red, I'd prefer the nose hit.
You definitely don't want to roll out.
Here's the funny thing, though. If it over curls and it stays on the high side of that high yellow guard, you actually can pop that red into the yellow.
Well, not the way they're throwing. But
No, not with the. But if it over curls that much, though, so weight's looking good. This looks like control. They're calling for the sweep already for the curl.
Yeah, they'll get the outside of it.
Not that. It's not bad. Forces Tanner to do the draw again.
With his last rock.
Trying to get some sweeping for a line here on sheet C to get contact. I think they're going to hit the higher red first. So it gets rid of one, pushes the second the shot rock just to half back 12, and they are sitting second shot. So red calling for the draw behind the corner guard. I mean, I don't hate it, but I do. Oh, there it is. Thank you. I like this. Hitting the yellow and rolling, I really like that a lot, as opposed to the dead draw. The peel is also really good as well. Doing the peel is the smart move, and then if you are a thick hit, you'll just become a second corner guard. Looks a little on the in here. It's looking good. Looks like it's going to make contact. Love it. Gives Potomac the opportunity to hit the back yellow. Red will still have an opportunity. If Schenectady will have an opportunity to use their corner guard eventually. Good peel call there. Tanner did the draw, and they just overthrew, but they are sitting second shot. So the question now for Schenectady, is the split for three there? Are they tapping? Are they drawing? I think the full draw. Honestly, if you just follow what Tanner just threw with like back line weight, you'll get your three. But also, they just want to draw for a deuce here. Don't overcomplicate things. Get your deuce.
Well, sheet D is interesting. After control burn was down 9-0, they got 2 in the last end, and now they're set up for a steal of 5 if red doesn't make this draw. But the draw's a straightforward draw, but they got to do it.
So here is Hammer on sheet B for Schenectady. They're already sitting shot. They just need to sit second shot here. Weight's looking decent, but you're further out, so I'm afraid if it's going to dig a bit. But they just need to be touching white here. Staying out there. There's no snap. Yeah, no snap at all, so it's just an overthrow there. They get their single. They have a 2-point lead now. Unfortunate. I was actually surprised that far out there it didn't snap at all. Schenectady is up 4-2 after 5 ends. After 5 ends of play on sheet A, Red rocks, so I believe that is Yost might be Curlers is up 10-3.
On sheet
Yellow
D.
getting 2.
Exciting end on sheet. Oh, they're going for the hit. No. Oh, it's going through. Wow, that's a big turnaround on sheet D.
So is it my imagination, or has there been 2 steals of 5 on sheet D?
I believe you're right.
To our audience, we are
different teams, though.
We are watching quintessential U5 curling on sheet D. No lead is safe.
Yep, from being down 9-0, that's now a 7-9 game. So look at that. You never know.
We got ourselves a contest here, folks.
Now let's see if the same can happen on sheet A. Yellow did score 2 in the last end, so they just need a big steal here, and they'll be back in the game.
Unfortunate miss by Schenectady on sheet C for the hit. Gives, I believe this is going to be the skips for Potomac's first. So Tiyash going for the nose hit to sit 2. And all Schenectady has on sheet C is a corner guard. They have not been able to use this at this end here. So we've got prefer the roll under. That happened a little bit ago. And then can you use the team names? I don't know who is from Potomac. I will do my best to use the team names. Also, the names are awesome. I will do my best. Team names. Oh, if you're watching B and C, it's very easy. Schenectady always has red rocks apparently. Potomac has yellow rocks on both C and B. Schenectady has red rocks on both B and C, so it works.
Even though no teams on this draw are called Yellowstones.
But here, Saline Stones on sheet C. Sweepers are on it to get.
Looks really good.
It's looking really good to see sweet nose. Good hit for Saline Stones on sheet C. They're sitting 1-2 right now. And the Grand Tetons need to actually do a hit and roll to try to get behind that yellow top 12. And Guards of Death Valley, they've got a corner-ish guard without hammer. Not really a lot to work with if you're yellow. They need a guard more than anything else right now. They're calling for a board weight hit on their shot rock. So Tanner and the Slackpackers, yellow rocks here on sheet B, just doing a board weight hit on the shot rock for shot rock in the house right now.
Are we up on sheet D? That is a comeback from a 9-0 deficit.
It's quintessential U5 curling.
It is quintessential U5 curling, and I've got to go greet more people.
You still have that thought to finish from earlier before you walked away, Jamie. Let's see if Jamie Belafonte remembers the half a thought he was saying before he walked away.
It's like they are over curling on this hit.
Yeah, inside out with down weight hit, you need to give a lot of line. It's just going to move so much. On sheet C, the blank is still alive for the Grand Tetons. But if the skip for the Saline Stones of Potomac can split the house nicely, it'll be they're going to force them into a draw for 1 here. So Saline Stones with their last on sheet C. We can finally talk about sheet B again right now. So we're on seconds now. Looks like the second for Guards of Death Valley, just drawing behind their guard right now. Weight's looking a little down, holding that line out. The weight's looking actually really good now. If at most it might be back 4, but it's coming down a lot now. Nicely thrown here. Yeah, full 12. Nice. So they're sitting 1-2 right now.
Tiyash's draw here on sheet C. Looks pretty good. That should stop.
Sweepers are not wanting to touch it. They have hands up. They're just waiting for it to come down on its own. I would probably do some late licks here, but yeah, they're sitting 1-2. Nicely thrown.
Yep, forcing
the draw.
One. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind where that is because he can't do it.
Oh, it's perfect.
If you prefer the hit, you wouldn't count. So
good hit and roll for Herrick on sheet B for the Slackpackers. What a name. That's a good name.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one.
So, Jamie, do you remember the thought that you had before you walked away 2 times ago?
What were we talking about?
No idea. This is all on
Okay.
you, buddy.
Okay. What I was going to say is Tiyash's strategy of put rocks in-house for U5 is more than marginally effective, I suspect.
I think it was something about a drawing to the back of the house. Or
Could have been.
Camera-
I have thoughts.
Yeah, I
Few of
have
them
thoughts.
are relevant.
All right, here's the hammer on sheet C for Schenectady. Grand Tetons just need to touch 8 for their 1.
And Schenectady B sweeping hard and got the takeout.
Oh,
that took a dive.
that grabs- that-
but it's still counting.
Yep.
Why did we all see that thing just?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
cut.
1 red.
I would. How did it lose that much?
Handle. Did you see what rotation was on?
I did, but that late, like so close to the house,
It's been
dug
doing
that much.
that,
That's
yeah.
impressive.
We had a couple of those against you last night.
Yeah, that last night was hard for y'all. I am so sorry.
That was a rough game.
It was last night, just like today. It was very much rotation sensitive.
Rotation,
it caught
rotation.
you.
Yeah.
It caught you bad. If you under rotated,
Oh, yeah.
you're not curling. You're turning sideways.
Yeah.
And what's worse is that if you over rotate with just like a traditional like upweight line,
It's gonna go-
It's gonna
yeah.
hang.
Yep.
I told Andy Dunham, who he's training for nationals coming up, so 4 to 5 rotations on national level ice.
Yeah.
I told him last night the ice favors him
100%.
because having 4 to 5 rotations on draw weight,
Yep.
that's what you need for the ice that we're giving our curlers this weekend.
The juniors, I hear, are learning even more.
It's the standard right now is with championship level ice.
Yeah.
The standard is 4 rotations.
Yeah.
I'm having to do 4 rotations on my draw, and I'm getting that. It doesn't translate nicely into your hits because your hits are where you really want that more rotation,
Yeah.
and it's so much more difficult because when you're throwing like normal and you think more rotation, you feel like you're adding more. You're popping it. You might also over give,
Yep.
so you might be
And
wide or
either
heavy. So it's
dish
hard.
or
Yeah.
Pop. So yeah, we have a lot of representation from Schenectady this weekend.
I'm loving it.
It's delightful. We've got 6 Schenectady teams.
And they're probably just scratching their head.
5.
They're probably scratching their head about how Maryland handled the snow, going, what snow?
What's the problem here?
What's the problem here?
Yeah.
We came down here with what we had. Schenectady's probably looking around going, meh,
They may have invested more in snow-based infrastructure than we have.
this is nothing.
Once every couple decades, we can just shut down.
Our kids walked uphill both ways
Both
to school,
ways to school. Yep.
in this weather.
Yeah.
And I'm getting confirming nods
Yeah,
from Schenectady.
yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Schenectady knows what's up in the winter.
Did you all hear about the snow is out there?
All right, this draw on sheet C by the Grand Tetons looks like it's just coming up. Oh, as a guard. Well. And then Ezra looking to come around and get into the house. So Tiyash playing a good game of take 2, give 1, take 2, give 1. Which is a good way to carry games.
I agree.
There are teams in Cap League that play that very, almost religiously.
It's literally all you need to do.
It's, yep.
And
Play
tho-
the advantage
those
of
are-
having hammer, control the
Oh,
ends.
beautiful draw on sheet C.
Really nice.
The teams that
Nice
are
shot,
comfortable with hammer.
Ezra. Yep.
Like if you watch, they were talking about this with one of my favorite teams at the Scotties right now is
Yeah.
it's Team Black from Nova Scotia,
Oh, they're fun to watch.
and their conversion on the hammer is 30%. Do you know how they're winning? They're stealing.
Steal.
And if you go and look at the steal percentages are high across all teams. So it seems like what's happening is that people are comfortable not with the hammer, they're comfortable on the steal right now.
Right. Bring
So-
play to the middle.
Yeah.
We played that way. We played a point spiel last week in the Can-Am in Cornwall, and
Oh, really?
it was.
How did that go?
It went fairly well. It was a great time in the spirit of brotherhood between Canadian siblinghood. What's the camaraderie?
Camaraderie.
between the American and the Canadian teams was excellent.
Sheet C draws a bit heavy.
You know what's great for camaraderie?
Is it the cherry blossom, Rob?
Damn it. Oh, I hate. Did you read that over my shoulder?
No, I'm just in your brain. What?
No, you read over my shoulder, you
No,
jerk.
no.
You're not going to plug the glitter while you're at it?
Well, glitter's not till next year.
Yeah, well.
I'm not going to plug anything now. You took my segue away from me.
I'm going to walk away from you, too, so.
Speaking of walking away, how about the Nick's Bonspiel coming up? Was that the good segue? Was that good? No, that was bad.
Walking now.
Hey, Jamie, you're
Hey, Rob.
You're doing double duty this back half for Bonspils, right?
I am.
You want to talk a little bit about Godzilla coming to DC?
Yeah, Cherry Blossom will be in DC, as it always is. I believe that's March 14th weekend, 22nd weekend?
I thought it was the weekend after mixed playdowns.
Why don't I
Third
grab
weekend.
Yep. Why don't we give you an actual date for that? But what we are offering a 32-team straight bracket, and the A event winners will win Gold Line carbon fiber brooms designed by Emma Miskew. And it will be a good time.
So is there anything special you're doing for the Godzilla theme this year?
It's just going to be generally kaiju themed. We'll have some classic old black and white monster movies playing.
Mothra too?
Mothra, yeah, Gojira. And yeah, we'll do our usual sake tasting, sushi on Saturday night.
Yeah, you don't want to miss out on the food that we do
no,
for
no.
glitter, for Cherry Blossom.
Potomac Curling Club becomes the highest rated restaurant in Laurel for a weekend. Cherry Blossom is March 19th.
Yeah,
to
it's
22nd.
I was telling everybody it's the third weekend because
weekend.
it's for me it's I got the Stone first weekend,
Yeah.
mixed playdowns the second weekend,
And-
and then hopefully sleep the third weekend. But I have a very funny feeling I'll be doing super sparing. Oh, and that would be the dinner bell.
And that's Dinner Bell.
So, dinner for everybody in the warm room. And if you are a Kayser participant who is currently listening,
Come on out.
come on
It's
out.
meatball
Dinner.
subs.
It is dinner time now.
Oh, we
and
have
you
handshakes on sheet A.
Oh.
All right, back to play here on sheet B. We have Skips Rocks Tanner's first with hammer. He's already sitting one relatively well covered, and he's just trying to draw behind the stacked red guards here. Kick looks a little light. Good rotation, though. Might carry a bit here, so they just need to sit top 4, top 8 here. Curling now. They need to make sure they're on it here. Hard for line, y'all. It's going to miss the first, but clip the second, I think. Yeah. And on sheet C here, looks like it's going to be a hit on the double attempt here on the 2 yellows. Red is with their guards, but there's nothing in the house here. They really need to get some of that yellow granite gone. Sweepers trying to get some curl on it. They'll make contact with one. They'll get contact on both, but it's going to stick around. I don't think they're going to lose that second one. Yep. So Potomac sailing stones, sitting 1-2, touching center line. And if you don't have the hammer, that's exactly where you want. So the skip for sailing stones, content with drawing to the button, but if they're ever light, they get full 12. That's great too, as long as you're touching the center line. All right, Schenectady here throwing in sheet B. They're last here. They just need to get some curl here to get contact on that yellow shot rock. It's looking really good. Sweepers are on it. Line is looking good, but is it going to be enough steam? It's going to just clip it. Needed to move a bit now. So Tanner and the Slackpackers, am I saying that right? I'm always worried. Slackpackers, sorry. They just need to draw. The question is, what line should they draw? And Tanner is sticking with his in turn. He's looking at the out turn. I like the out turn because you have backing. Schenectady on sheet C, nice hit. Good roll. They're rolled behind their corner guard. They're sitting in second shot right now, which is good. If you've got hammer, which unfortunately they don't. I was say if they have hammer, getting to the corners is nice, but they are without hammer. They're sitting second shot. That's not bad right now. Piling it red, Schenectady red for the Grand Tetons on sheet C. Need to get a few more reds in play to really push the Saline Stones into making a difficult shot with their last. So looks like this is probably going to end up being full 12 for Saline Stones.
Yeah, blocks the draw path.
Yep. Schenectady now with the Grand Tetons. Looks like they're just going to nose hit, run back. Love it because it'll get you to sit 1-2 and it'll sit protected. They don't need to kill it. You don't need normal with this. Control would be really great here. If you overthrow it, you do. Yeah, if you overthrow it, you stay wide, you will go into the yellow, but you're going to leave your red exposed. And on sheet B, nice hammer throw from Tanner and the Slackpackers to sit 2. And after 6 ends of play, we got ourselves a tie game on sheet B, 4-4. And on sheet D, we've got a lot of rocks on one side of the house. Looks like we've got Grand Canyon is sitting 1 with Controlled Burn sitting 2-3. And I believe it is red throwing the hammer right now, I believe, for
yes.
sheet D. Yep. All they need to do is find the button for their deuce.
Just touch it. Touch the button. Oh, it's way too late. No way.
Well, I'm wondering if they got kind of spooked because of that high guard there. They're still up 3 right now. I mean, like, just taking their 1 is really good. You're up 3. You just got to make sure your last 2 ends of play benefit you. You can even give up. You can give up 2 on the next end. Having the hammer with 1 up at the end is great. So,
all right, 1 red for Grand Canyon.
All right, so sheet C, Saline Stones is currently sitting 1 right now. Draw path is open to stick 1 right behind the staggered top 8. They really don't even need to be T. They can be back 4 if they want. Oh yeah, I know. Mindy has been correcting me both in the chat room and by text message. I'm waiting for her to just come back into the warm room and tap me on the shoulder going, "Excuse me, can you please say that the Cherry Blossom Bonspiel that the Potomac Curling Club will be hosting will be on March the 19th to the 22nd.
And also some comments about Albany and Capital District.
Oh yeah, we've got a great upper upstate New York contingent here. I mean, they like to call themselves the Capital District, but, I mean, 6 in one and half a dozen in the other. They're great. I haven't been to Schenectady in a while. I really need to go back up there. I also I've never curled at the Rochester Club, and I really need to change that. All right, so we're on Leeds Rocks on B, which means we're looking at sheet C right now. Sheet C, they Saline Stones did a great job guarding the attempted run back again. So it seems like what's going to end up happening is the Grand Tetons is going to throw the same shot again. They're going to try to nose the yellow and yellow, red, yellow to pop the yellow and have red sitting 1. And this is the last stone for yellow. Last stone for red. Yellow Saline Stones does have hammer here, so this is to force a shot from Potomac to set multiple here. But if Schenectady's Grand Tetons hit this just right, they'll be sitting 1 well covered. And it's just a bit heavy, needs to snap a bit. So here's the question if you're Saline Stones. You draw in for 2, or you pick the yellow for 3, or you pick the red for 3. I mean, I like this. Get the draw. Get your deuce that way. Right now, Saline Stones is sitting the one shot. And this is going to be hammer on sheet C.
Could you really pick the red for 3?
You could. You
I suppose.
absolutely can.
Okay, yeah, you can. You lose a shooter.
Well, that's the thing for the pick. You don't keep the shooter. You want to get rid of it. So, yeah. All right. Hit attempt here from Tanner Slackpackers. It's over curling. You might make contact. You will. You lose your shooter, but that's fine because Tanner Slackpackers are sitting one behind a corner guard. Unfortunately, they do not have hammer, so the corner guard's helpful a little. They really need to get play to that center line because the corners are really more helping those without those with the hammer than without.
I don't know if they have time for another end. They may be out of this. May be the last end.
No idea, but I do see the organizer and the ice crew out there, so I think they're just there to monitor how much time is left. So no matter what, sheet C will be getting 8 ends of play. The question is whether or not B or D will get it. I believe B might have a better chance than D. I'm not sure. We'll be waiting for the signal from organizer Jamie Bellafontaine and ice crew. Two.
So what was the score on sheet C?
I didn't see the draw, finalizing of the draw. I was more concerned with figuring out how much time they had left, so that's my bad.
No, okay.
We'll find out eventually. They did at least get a 1.
I'll just watch the replay here.
That's cheating, Ken.
Yeah, well, what else am I going to do? Watch the actual game?
Yes. Gordon Emmett is at Rochester at the end of February. If Potomac could send a rink. If anybody from Potomac wants to pay me to go, I'll happily go, but I'm a little strapped for cash with all the other bonspiels I'm doing. Plus, I've never been to Rochester. Nice. Nice freeze from Potomac, from Tanner Slackpackers on sheet B. Gives an opportunity for a double here. Nose hit, leaves it wide open. They can go for the hit and roll and keep a yellow around for later.
Well, they hung on 1 yellow on sheet C there.
All right, but that's fine, though, because they're sitting with a 3-point lead in the last end here.
Yeah.
Yep, I saw that. Yeah. Sweepers on sheet B, sweepers are out of hand calling for a line. Sorry, the skip calling for a line out of hand. Looks like it's a hair on the narrow side. They're going to make contact, but keeps 1 yellow around, and they lose their shooter. Not a bad result, but it's closer to the center line now that favors the Slackpackers, and Tanner is content with a guard or top 12. And on sheet C, Sailing Stones are absolutely okay with never leaving a yellow guard anywhere. They do not want guards in the house. Is much better than a guard. And the Schenectady Grand Tetons wants the guard, so they're going to call for another corner guard here. You don't want to hit just yet. You need to be patient here. If your team, if you're the Grand Tetons from Schenectady on sheet C, if you're Red Rocks, you need to be patient. All right. Because you know that the Sailing Stones are not going to want to guard, so they'll make a play for inside the house. Through is okay too. Give yourself the opportunity so that you can throw your hit and roll and use those corner guards that you've made. So it's one thing to have the corner guards. It's another thing entirely to actually get to use them. So it'll be great for the Grand Tetons on sheet C to use those corner guards here. But right now, for Saline Stones, put another yellow in the house. All right, we are now on sheet B. Vice's Rocks here, calling for the hit on the wide open yellow, and the sweepers are already on it for a line, screaming for a line. Guards of Death Valley really need to make sure that they make good contact. It's looking good. They'll get the hit. Will they get the roll, though? Nope, just nose. So right now, Guards of Death Valley from Schenectady are sitting 1 towards more to the center line here. The skip for Tanner and the Slackpackers going for the same hit, the same line that was just thrown by Guards of Death Valley. The goal here, though, is to cross the face, hit, and then roll over behind the corner guard. Release looks a bit wide, but it will snap with less rotation here. Looks a bit like, looks at board weight. Nope, control weight. You made contact, didn't get behind the guard, but you're keeping play to the center line. I don't hate it. On sheet C for the Saline Stones, just lining up a hit here. It's wide open to hit the red. You can create a yellow pile, that's fine. And if the thrower over curls, popping a guard is not the end of the world, unless this is going to miss the 5 rock rule. Misses the guard, hits their own out, but that's fine. You're not creating a mess in the front here. A miss is a miss, but it's not a horrible miss here. It doesn't add to the pile in front. It doesn't overcomplicate things in the front for them, so. Question is going to be how the Grand Tetons are going to respond here with the advantage. They can hit the yellow and roll behind a corner guard would be ideal. Sweepers are not touching it yet. Calling for control. Now they're calling for a sweep here just to get some curl. It needs to curl a little bit more. They'll make contact, stay with it to roll behind the, not bad. All right, the split is on now. Wide open hit here for the Saline Stones on sheet C. And on sheet B, we are at Skips Rocks right now. This is gonna be Tanner, for Tanner and the Slackpackers. There's nothing in play right now, which favors red. Yellow Rocks really need to put some pressure on here, so draw behind the guard. Or even worse, if it over curls, you could split it and get both the yellows in the house, but it just needs to curl. It's looking a little up and a little wide.
Well, got rid of one of the reds on sheet A.
It's going to clip the guard. This might actually be a good split here if they just, If I was the skip for Guards of Death Valley here on sheet B, that yellow has got to go, and you've got to roll your shooter. Having the blank is the best thing that you have right now. Yeah, sure, you can go for your deuce here, but this isn't really a good house for a deuce just yet. Go for the blank. Have the hammer in that last end, but you do not want that yellow to be. They're going to draw behind. Go for your skips deuce here. That's great. But if you're going to do it, you need to make sure you get well protected behind that guard. On sheet C, we've got two red rocks for Grand Tetons. They need 3 to tie. And Saline Stones just content to keep removing. They keep acting like some Visine here. They just want to get the red out. Starting to curl. Needs to curl a little bit more. Got the hit. And the roll to be, probably see about 3/4 of that behind the guard. All right, going back to sheet B right now. The draw to be full. I don't know what the goal of that was. I don't know if the goal was to just be wide open or if it was to draw behind the guard. They got the weight that they wanted. They were happy with the result. But Tanner now has the opportunity to hit and flop over. They can hit either way, but it's not going to be the cleanest of attempts on the blank if yellow ends up hitting and flopping behind their guard.
Okay, on sheet C, a little tap the yellow over, leaves red in sitting 2. Of course, Tiyash calling for the hit. Oh, on sheet D, they're pushing back the rock, so I guess we missed the handshake. Well, got the handshakes going on sheet D.
Do we see what the result was on that?
Well, I think we know who won anyway.
Do we?
Well, do we? Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't see the.
yeah,
I didn't see the house before.
Yeah, it was close. It wasn't.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't anything. Nothing going that big.
So based on this line here, I'm wondering the conversation for Tanner on sheet B, for Tanner and the Slackpackers, is do you do the hit or do you do the draw? And this line looks like they're trying to draw behind the red and force them into like a run back. And then I just heard hit and stick. If this is a hit and stick, this is a lot of line. I hope I'm wrong. And the skip for Saline Stones, Tiyash. Nice hit and roll. They are now sitting 1 and 3. Did I just lose? No, we're okay. So, draw attempt now for the skip. Last yellow rock on sheet B. It just needs to tuck in behind that red. The weight's looking decent. It just needs to stick. Sweepers need to stick with it. Find the pin. Keep going. Get some curl there. It's looking really good. It's looking really good. They see enough that they can hit and roll out, and I'm not sure if there's another end in play for, as far as the timing is concerned. But all Schenectady guards of Death Valley need to do here, they can nose hit for a deuce. And speaking of Schenectady and a nose, on sheet C, the Grand Tetons just need to make sure that they get into that yellow pile, but it's over curling into that guard. And that is handshakes on sheet C, with Saline Stones not needing to throw their last here. So Saline Stones of Potomac takes the win over the Grand Tetons of Schenectady on sheet C. And we also have handshakes on sheet B, where the Guards of Death Valley takes the win over Tanner and the Slackpackers. So for those of you who might be wondering about the more meta game, which is Potomac versus Schenectady for the weekend, it is a split bill right now. Schenectady has taken one game over Potomac. Potomac has taken one game over Schenectady. How is this going to look? Are we going to see something over the weekend where it's really just going to end up being Potomac versus Schenectady? Will Albany want to get involved with this? Will Jersey Pinelands even remotely care about what's happening right now? And will Triangle wonder why no one's caring about North Carolina curling right now? These are the questions that we are caring about here at the 2026 Kayser Mixed Bonspiel for U5s. This has been Robert, joined by Ken. Thanks for joining us for Draw 2.
So
Draw.
I didn't actually get the final score on sheet B. What was it?
It was all handshakes, so they didn't
no.
throw the last. I think sheet B got one.
One what?
One red.
One red. Okay.
Our next draw will be, let's see what it's at, 7 o'clock tonight. On sheet B, we will have Utica versus Rochester, and on sheet C, we'll have Jersey Pinelands versus Diamond State at 7 o'clock for the draw tonight for draw number 3. Thanks for joining us. Hope we didn't, hope we entertained you. If nothing else, you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.